A SoCal landmark gets an animated makeover. Take a tour of this unique celebrity home. Plus, how you can get up close and personal with some real-life sea creatures.
I love donuts, by the way. Donuts are amazing.
And donuts as art. A fun way to celebrate your love of these sweet faves. Localish LA starts right now.
Hey there, welcome to Localish LA. Today we're at the historic water tower in Seal Beach, which has been transformed into SpongeBob's pineapple home. We'll take you inside in just a bit, but check out that pineapple. The VRBO property has been given a makeover to help promote the new animated feature, the SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run. Now, speaking of movies, there's been a resurgence in the past year of the drive-in movie theater experience. And recently, I got a look at We Drive-In's theaters in Santa Monica, which has popped up in the parking lot of the old Sears.
I think it's a pretty fantastic trend in the pandemic. As pandemic trends go.
We rented the car for this.
Yeah, we don't have any cars, so.
Okay, the real American experience, you know.
Welcome. We are here at We Drive-In's first location at the historic Mark 302. It's the historic former Sears building located at Colorado and 4th Street. We are helping reintroduce the great American drive-in that have declined from 5,000 to 500 screens and bring first-run movies to the heart of Santa Monica. There is a great need to make a difference in today's environment. So we are a mission-driven organization that is focused on restoring the arts, re-employing the displaced, and giving back.
I miss going to the movies, I miss getting the popcorn, I miss the trailers, I miss all of it.
We want to support anything that helps people see movies in a way other than just sitting at home.
When you come here to experience the We Experience, we include reserved parking and the We Experience pack that includes 2 bags of premium popcorn, premium beverages, and vouchers from local business that collectively and in whole greatly exceed the We Experience pack price.
Is it as good as going to the movies?
Absolutely, if not better. We have the exact same Christie projector used by all the major movie theaters, followed up by a screen that's 40 feet. So when you look at the screen and the last row where we're parked, our last row is equivalent to the front third of your average 200+ car drive-in theater. The sound has come full circle where today's vehicles have 6, 10, 20 speakers that are more expensive than most home systems for immersive, deep bass sound. We like to think we're at the home of the 2-hour dinner date.
It's a good date night.
We are at SpongeBob's pineapple home, and I cannot wait to get upstairs and check it out. But first, an underwater adventure of a different kind. The Aquarium of the Pacific is once again giving you the opportunity to get up close and personal with some of its residents. And our community journalist from Long Beach, Rachel Jordan, checked it out.
I'm here at the Aquarium of the Pacific, where I'm going to be getting up close and personal with sharks, stingrays, and sea lions. And it's all a part of the aquarium's new animal encounters.
Now at the Aquarium of the Pacific, we're offering penguin encounters almost every single day, seal and sea lion encounters, shark and ray encounters, just trying to get people up close with our animals again.
We have our water shoes on. We are about to feed and pet and get in the water with some rays.
My favorite part about the shark and ray encounter is actually getting into the water and getting that experience with our Canos rays. They're by far the most excited about being near our guests. They'll swim up to you. They're really splashy and inquisitive and super sweet as well.
They're touching me.
Nothing to be scared of. You're totally safe.
You get to meet one of our California sea lions. You get to kind of toss them some food, interact with them, learn all about their habitat and their overall health care, which is pretty awesome and fun. And there is a safe way to be at a distance and still be able to meet our animals. And we're doing it with masks on, making sure that we're being nice and socially distanced.
1, 2, 3.
And through encounters, we can work a little bit closer with individuals again and kind of show them what's so awesome about these animals, why we show up to work every single day. Jump out of the water. Oh my goodness.
Thanks, Rachel. You know, one of the good things to come out of this whole pandemic is the way people have been reaching out and helping one another. People like Maxine Seeley, who you'll find most weekends feeding the homeless down on Skid Row. Here's the story of sharing the love.
My parents taught me that you should treat other people the way you would want to be treated if you were in a situation. If someone needs help and you are in a position to help, by all means help. We are in an area that has over 10,000 people on Skid Row.
I didn't start volunteering on Skid Row till the pandemic. I just felt like a huge connection.
Well, sharing love with others, I'm excited about it. I'm very passionate about helping the community. What we do is we serve the homeless community of Skid Row and surrounding areas. We've been in existence since 2019. And so I got a group of volunteers and we get the donations for the food and I do all the cooking. And we feed 400 people every Saturday. Actually, we started giving out like 200 plates, but then it just grew and grew and grew. And then now with the pandemic, that's what increased it.
This has like been a huge passion of mine. And I just wanted to commit a lot of time and energy to what was close to my heart.
The music, guys.
There she is.
Yeah.
There she is, Maxine.
Yeah, sharing love with others.
They know her because of the apron.
Yes,
they know her because of the consistency.
In addition to serving, we provide clothing and personal hygiene items. This is something that was instilled in me from, growing up in Panama. My mom, she would say, "Don't, that person over there that's on the floor, that is someone's child. They're human, so they has to be treated as such." We haven't put this out there yet, but we're really in need of a vehicle, volunteers and donations.
One of the positive things to happen because of the pandemic, pet adoptions have soared. And now one local animal rescue group is on a mission to save animals both here in SoCal and south of the border in Mexico.
We fell in love with all of these dogs, but we also it broke our hearts that so many of them were so sick and had such an uphill battle. We decided to basically create our Mexico program to try to really help the situation down there. It's not right what these dogs are going through. They are living in terrible, terrible conditions, and we can fix that. Overall, our mission is basically to help build and rehab the existing shelters there. About 8 months ago, I was contacted by a rescue in Tijuana asking me for help. We went down there with my vet, Dr. Werber, and we started spaying and neutering all the dogs, vaccinating them, giving them medical treatment.
I'd say 95% of these are adoptable with needing nothing other than some love and affection.
Yes.
These dogs are starving to death on the street. It's just so sad. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. But the biggest problem is the foundation there. We can't just keep bringing the dogs back here because they're all sick. Our new mission is to start changing these shelters, to start rehabbing these shelters from ground up. They need to be completely cleaned, kennels built, the dogs need to start getting vaccinated, they need the medical treatment, and if we change the foundation, it will just not only save so many dogs and give them a better life, it'll actually end up saving money in the end because there won't be so many medical cases. If overall we all kind of came together and focused more on helping the situation down there and getting them the resources rather than only bringing the dogs here, I think that's going to help the problem a lot.
Coming up on Localish LA.
So there's the beach, and more beach.
We're talking to the locals to find out what they love about Manhattan Beach. Want more Localish? Be sure to follow Localish LA on Facebook.
Welcome back to Localish LA, where I'm hanging out at Spongebob Squarepants' Pineapple Over the Sea here in Seal Beach. And you've got to check this out. We're on the top floor of the house, and look at this. You have got 360-degree uninterrupted views. You can see all the way from the mountains right around to the beach. It is pretty spectacular. There is even a bar up here. Now, as part of a regular new series, we're asking you guys, the locals, to tell us the very best things about your community. And our first stop is, well, just up the coast that way, Manhattan Beach.
I love Manhattan Beach. I've been blessed. It's a very special place. Hi, my name is Melissa Clinton, and I'm a resident of Manhattan Beach for nearly 20 years, and I adore this city.
Hi, my name is Lee Hoban Bagos. I'm from Manhattan Beach, California, where I grew up. One of the wonderful things about Manhattan Beach is the walkability to our downtown area. Something for everyone, truly.
I love everything about Manhattan Beach. Not only is it a beautiful destination, but it has a wonderful sense of connectedness and community. One of the most memorable things to do is go visit the pier. Underneath the pier, that's always a really cool picture to get.
So there's the beach, and more beach. My favorite spots are Simsey's in downtown Manhattan Beach. They have the best burgers. And then in El Porto in northern Manhattan Beach, we've got Cafe Wild with their Mexican Manhattan salad, that's to die for, and the Fish Bar, which has fried lobster.
One more aspect that I think is really special is the unique sporting events. Definitely a hot spot for beach volleyball, surfing, walking, running. It encompasses so many different activities for tons of different people. People from all over the world who come here and want to visit this little coastal community. And I think that's what makes it also very enchanting.
I think there's a real opportunity with Bruce's Beach. It's the best park in California. It sits right off of the sand and the beach, which is a sordid piece of our history where we took property from its rightful owners, and I am really confident we're going to do the right thing. I think this is how we open doors for others, and I think because of Bruce's Beach, we are actually seeing more folks of color coming to town, and it makes my heart sing.
We have some of the most beautiful sunsets in the world. It's just really great to see locals and tourists alike partaking in these beautiful sunsets and really enjoying the natural scenery that we have here in Manhattan Beach.
Still ahead on Localish LA, we're checking out a place where you can make a whole lot of memories. Plus,
when you perform, it feels really good.
We talk with some of the ballerinas participating in the Olympics of Ballet held right here in SoCal. If you love Localish LA, you will love the Localish TV network, over the air on 7.2 and on these cable channels.
Hey, thanks for joining us for Localish LA. So, in Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob and his pals enjoy eating Krabby Patties the most. But did you know that in Japan, udon is the most consumed noodle? And now, thanks to a restaurant in Little Tokyo, you can get yourself a DIY udon kit for just $5.
Tsuru in Tsurumaru's name means crane. The crane symbolizes longevity.
Udon is traditionally served in a warm fish-based dashi broth, as manager of Tsurumaru Udon, Masateru Nagayama, explained to us. And since udon has no GMOs, preservatives, or colors in them, they're healthy and can be customized in a variety of ways. So what have we got?
Sora DIY udon kit is very simple and easy to make. First, we have our raw uncooked udon, and this is the dashi soup concentrate.
This is the fish?
Yes, this is the fish-based broth.
How do I go about making this at home by myself?
So it's very simple and easy. The first step is to boil plenty of water in a large pot, and after you boil it, you place the raw uncooked udon in the pot. After you cook the noodles, you drain it in running water. And usually cold water is preferred to tighten the noodles. And then afterwards, you cook another 500 milliliters of boiling water in another pot. And you use this dashi soup concentrate to pour in the boiling water.
So that makes the broth?
Yeah.
Okay.
So after your noodles and broth is cooked, you then place the broth in a bowl, and then you serve your cooked noodles in the broth.
Then you add your flavors. So we've got a little bit of spring onion I'll put in, the tempura flakes, dump those in, and you can't go without the seaweed. So in that goes. And there it is. a bowl of DIY healthy udon noodles. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, well, clearly I made a bit of a mess in the kitchen, but it made it taste that much better. So, are you looking for a sweet treat without the guilt? How about a visit to the Donut Life Museum in Westminster?
Well, who doesn't love a donut? Donuts are just great. They're, I love them too much.
Like when I look at a donut, it kind of reminds me of the circle of life. I took some of life's most significant moments and I told it all through the world of donuts.
There's just a bunch of rooms and it's all about donuts, and I love donuts, by the way. Donuts are amazing.
I want a donut right now.
Hi, I'm Alex.
Hi, I'm Kathy.
Hi, I'm Ryan. This is Donut Life Museum.
And we're here to make life together.
Donut Life Museum is a very colorful exhibit that is meant for donut lovers.
There's 7 different art installations. Each room has a donut pun and a donut message that helps illustrate that story.
We've really alluded it to different stages of human life, just a donut being circular. You start out, in our international room, then move to the baby room where everyone starts out, then the classroom, then moving on to the nature room, then finding love in the love room. So all that put together makes it the donut whole.
COVID really impacted our business in ways we couldn't imagine. We had to scale down. We also implemented some safety protocols, and then we've also been using UV light to kind of help sanitize fabric surfaces, and then we also use steam cleans at the end. This exhibit is meant to be positive, it's meant to be really inspirational, and we want our guests after they leave to feel like they could do anything in the world and to kind of remind you of those sweet moments in life and really help make life sweet again.
You can find out more information about the museum by checking out the Localish LA Facebook page. It is called the American Idol of Ballet, and recently hundreds of aspiring ballet dancers came right here to Orange County. Jessica DeNova joins us now to tell us more about the Youth America Grand Prix.
You can see we're feeling inspired to move to the music. That's because some of California's most talented ballet students laced up their shoes and hit the stage at the Irvine Barclay Theater in hopes of landing a highly coveted dance scholarship.
It's so fun to dance. It's an art, but it is an athletic art form. You compete for scholarship opportunities all around the world where you get to learn new techniques and get exposed to new styles of ballet. When you come on stage, you feel this really happiness, and it is really an emotional experience because when I'm on stage, my heart is just the happiest. When you perform, it feels really good.
Youth America Grand Prix is the largest student dance organization in the world. We represent young dance students. We have about 12,000 students who participate annually in scholarship auditions, master classes, and performance opportunities. We're in 28 different cities nationally and 8 countries internationally.
After you start dancing, you start to realize there's no need to be nervous and you just let it go.
We're so proud of her. We are helping her to accomplish her dream of a future ballerina.
It's been so hopeful and inspiring to see their persistence and resilience through these times and these live events that are taking place where we can't have live audiences, but seeing the footage through film, through video, it's so important to keep this organization growing and to continue and support the arts.
It allows you to make new friendships around the world. It's connected me to so many new opportunities that I wouldn't be able to connect to. It's just amazing, and it differentiates itself from every different ballet competitions.
Thanks, Jessica. Okay, now some on the red carpet stories. Grey's Anatomy is back on Thursdays and on the red carpet caught up with star Jesse Williams to talk about the show and a special project he's been working on.
It's really cool to be able to overlap with Station 19 and have the traumas that they bring in become our patients. We can track folks down in both episodes. It's really working out really well.
Meredith is family. I can think of a million reasons I don't want her to die.
I didn't know half the people that were going to show up on the beach. They've been keeping that really under wraps. I'd be surprised if we don't have a couple more cool visitors.
And more exciting news from the actor. Jesse's company Visibility Media just launched a new mobile trivia game, Ya Tu Sabes.
It's a loteria meets charades. Very similar to what you get in a kind of a heads up or any kind of other charades game where you have popular topics, characters, categories, and you're trying to get your team to help you guess. And so a lot of yelling and excitement and energy and kind of performance and acting. We wanted to celebrate our culture and the details and the dynamics that we have, the traditions, the way we were raised, phrases that our grandparents used and our parents used.
Ya Tu Sabes is now available on the App Store, and you can catch new episodes of Grey's Anatomy Thursdays on ABC. And don't forget, the Oscar nominations are being announced tomorrow. Be sure to join on the red carpet bright and early to find out who will be up for Oscar Gold. Spring break is right around the corner, and if you would rather hit the slopes than hit the beach, well, some of the best skiing in the country is in Utah, which is just a short trip from Southern California.
I love Utah because it's this spontaneously active culture that I have just immersed myself in, and so many do. It's called Little Cottonwood, which is next to the Big Cottonwood, but it's home to the larger resorts of the whole basin, and that is Alta and Snowbird. I originally moved to Utah to train with the U.S. ski team, and over the last 10 years, even if I thought about moving to another state, the mountains and the people kept bringing me back in. You have this huge, all-encompassing area to ski that is the top notch, and you're surrounded by these mountains that, to me, are, overwhelming and definitely are the top mountains that I can think that I've ever skied. It's been really nice to jump out of bed and be able to do anything as far as activity-wise goes, and I can start with, rollerblading or playing volleyball in downtown to skiing like the best mountains in the world. Skiing Little Cottonwood is, I think there's something in the air, especially when you roll up, let's say, to Alta, and people are grilling in the parking lot, or they're making pancakes first thing in the lift line. And it's not an ego-ridden area. It's a inclusive group of people who love the mountains just as much as you do, and they want you to share in that experience with them.
Well, that's all our time. From Spongebob's Pineapple home here in Seal Beach, thanks for joining us for Localish LA. See you next time.
Don't miss an all-new episode of Localish LA on Sunday at 6:30 on ABC 7. Or click on the subscribe button and watch Localish LA anytime.